it's Tess. Welcome back to the Batty Tess Gaming channel. So, just as a warning, you might hear my dog whining in the background. She is okay. She has food, she has water. I have taken her on 3 walks today, one of which I jogged all the way home with her. She's whining because she has learned how to jump over the fence and she wants to go run amok around the neighborhood, and I'm not letting her. So I've already chased her once tonight and I'm not doing it again. Yeah, she's okay. Just letting you know. Also, this is the first time I've had the house to myself for an entire night in a long time. And I'm just gonna admit it, I'm kind of a chicken tonight. So I'm not playing Martha is Dead or Observation Duty because they make me nervous and I just don't have it in me tonight. Call me chicken, I don't care. I'm a chicken tonight. We're gonna play a different game tonight. We're gonna play a game that I've been wanting to play for a long time. I have a little bit of idea what this is, but I've never played it and I want to. This is Doki Doki Literature Club. Literature Club. Wow, I can't even speak English correctly. And as you can see, this is, we're already off to a great start. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. As a person with depression and anxiety, I have been warned. Okay. I heard that this game really breaks the fourth wall. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. No, I'm not going to do spoilers. Skip the spoilers. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. We're in for a good time. I agree. Okay. This game is not so for children or those who are easily disturbed. But it sounds so happy! Oh my gosh. Whoop. Wrong way. It's a little loud in my ears. Give me a second. Okay. So, I don't really play dating sim games. They're just not my thing. But I heard this one has a horror twist. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but, let's play this. This does not seem like a horror game, though. Like, this is so happy. Enter my name. Okay. Tess. Okay. Oh, we're heading right off. Oh, I don't know if I can do voices, but I'll try. Hey! I think it's a girl. That's my guess. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. I'm sorry if I butchered these names. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Uh-oh, is she oversleeping? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's not very nice for your friend. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. There you go. So am I a girl or am I a guy? I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say like that you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna annoy myself. That's mean, Tess. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. My guy or my girl? I don't know. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I did. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tess, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any of these clubs. I'm tongue-tied tonight, I apologize. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I don't sound like a very good friend, to be honest. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, I'm that person. Okay. Not a bad person to be. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I don't know what a NEET is. I'm out of touch, I guess. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Does she? I'm kind of worried about these observations I'm making about my childhood friend. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That was quick. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Feel that every day. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Okay. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know, she blushing. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. I bet it's the literature club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. I'm so mean. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. There we go. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. That's not true in real life. I freaking love English and literature. I love reading. Maybe not this so much, but... Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, of course. Where'd be the story if I wasn't forced into this? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I like cupcakes. I'll take it. I'll go for a cupcake. Give me a cupcake. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's true. You should make a promise you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Go for the cupcakes! Cupcakes. Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I might have done that already in real life, let's be honest. There's some damn good cupcakes out there. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Oh, hi! Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, okay. Girl 2. Which one of you is Natsuki? Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay, so I'm a guy. I'm sorry, I can't do a guy's voice. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh! Ah, Tess, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Is this everybody? Hi. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh no. Oh, sorry, my phone's buzzing. Oh no. Okay. What are you looking at? I kind of like her, but I kind of don't. I don't know. Who are you? If you want to say something, say it. Who are you? Sorry? So she's Natsuki. Okay, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. That's a little rude. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Okay. So I'm seeing some typical anime stereotypes here. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Yeah, okay, so she must be Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Tess. I guess I already know her. Oh, why do you still? That was weird. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. For some reason, I already don't like her. Please don't be that girl. Please don't be the mean girl. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Tess. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yes, cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Ooh, tea. I like tea. I should have made tea before this. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yeah, I definitely should have had some tea because already my throat's like, what are you doing? If I known there was this much reading, I would definitely would have made tea. I'm going to have to do that next time. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! That was terrible. I'm not very good at this part, guys. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Like the little thing. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I'd probably be. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Oh, we're already getting into that. Okay. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Is this like calling itself out on like the stereotypical stuff in a dating sim game? Made them for you or anything? Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Oh, she's blushing. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Tea! She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It does. I like you. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Ooh. I'm getting catty already. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. Why'd you gotta do that, Monica? I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Sayori. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Why does she bug? Something about her bugs me. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Good for you. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Okay, do I have to do special events or something? Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing the personalities now. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Tess, what kinds of things do you like to read? Real life? Horror? Horror? Thrillers? Fantasy? Oh, a lot of stuff I like to read. Oh, Cormac McCarthy, he's one of my favorites. I'm so excited. He's supposed to have a new one coming out. I'm like, yes! Anyway, back to the game. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I do. Clearly. Manga? Oh yeah, manga too. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh! She's an anime fan, the manga fan. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey, manga counts. Manga's literature. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I like you. I like this girl already. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I like her! She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yep, she and I are gonna get along. That's me. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Ah, girl after my heart. Yep, this is the one. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Oh, Yuri, you and I are gonna get along great. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yes! I read a horror book once. My character is lame. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Oh, are we getting hints here? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Yep. If I was supposed to choose, that one. Ugh, I hate horror. Yeah, you're out. I'm sorry. Sorry, Natsuki. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh, Monica, you like to stir the pot, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Oh, what is it? And give that back! Oh no, I can't relate to her on that level. I don't like being cutesy. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Okay, I can't relate to Natsuki on this level. I've been called cutesy, even though I don't try to be, all my life, and man, it pisses me off. So Natsuki, I'll give you that. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! I feel you, dude. I feel you. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Maybe not. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Do I have to write a poem? I'll write a poem. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tess? Yes, indeed. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Oh, they're all giving me puppy eyes. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. There it is. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Tess? Oh dear. You all... Yeah, good luck, dude. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. There we go. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I'd probably say that too. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Tess, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Please don't do that. I don't know what it is about that little... Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Tess, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Cool. With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so do I need to save? Does it automatically save? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Oh, so, okay. Okay, I want to save this first. Oh, it already did it for me. Okay. It did the autosave. Let's see. Ooh. I like Yuri. Not so much Natsuki. I kind of like Sayori. That's weird. I don't see Monika on here. Is she like... That's weird. Okay. Peace, broken calm, grief, memories, bubbles, frightening, vivacious, boop, analysis. Pretty sure bubbles is going to be Natsuki. I like Yuri. So we're going to go with frightening. Oh, she jumped. She jumped up and down. I guess that means she liked it. Sadness, beauty, climax, time, flower, Music, treasure, death, disown, peaceful. Let's go with death. I was not expecting. Sayori jumped. Okay. Massacre, kitty, incongruent, unrestrained, candy, swimsuit, daydream, pout, journey, intellectual. Intellectual. Hey, there we go. Hope, scars, unrequited, embrace, giggle, bliss, vivid, wrath, vanilla, anger. Scars? Sayori. Oh, I don't like it. Why? Okay. I'm starting to get hints of that warning from the beginning. Spinning, twirl, question, heart, headphones, inferno, childhood, prayer, after image, shame. Inferno? Hey! Sparkle, tenacious, charm, milk, infinite, shiny, pop-up, portrait, fireworks, horror. Horror! Sensation, hot, rose, marshmallow, together, laugh. Let's see. Let's go with sensation. Hey! Oh, graveyard. Hey! Eternity, melancholy. I don't know. Oh, eternity. Yes! Okay. Hopeless, like a cry, sweet. Ooh, I don't know. Go with vibrant. Oh, she liked that one. Okay. Fear? Sayori, you're starting to concern me. I'm starting to wonder. Oh, let's go with determination. Okay. Uncanny. Dark. Sayori! Let's see. Romance? Oh, okay. Oh, fantasy. Okay. Heartbeat? I don't want to pick the S word. Let's go with crimson. And, okay, one more. Landscape? Hey! Oh, one more. Okay, this is the last one. Let's do aura? Okay. Yeah, I got mostly Yuri. Some of the ones that Sayori jumped to are not congruent with what I know of her, but she didn't say what kind of stuff she likes, so. Hi again, Tess. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Okay. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tess. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Fair. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh my god, Monica! You are such a shit stirrer. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tess always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Okay, so I'm not too bad of a friend. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. I think I get what's going on with Sayori. You have depression, don't you? And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, okay. How come? You and Tess can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. You did? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh, she's blushing bad. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Thank you. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Oh, of course. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looked like the same book that she lent to me. Oh, more than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Girl. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. She likes me? I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Okay. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she must desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Am I getting foreshadowing here, or is this a red herring? It's kind of dark, isn't it? That's the point. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Hint, hint. Ahaha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a hint. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tess? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. I didn't. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Nah, you're good. Not again. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I stay here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh? Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Distracting? Oh. Okay. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Oh, I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Guilty AF. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, we're getting close. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under the thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Yeah. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah? Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Oh my gosh, this narration. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Oh, didn't it make her uncomfortable? Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Tess, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Aha! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! Of course she'd butt in. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Why is she not one of the choices? Like, I wouldn't pursue her, but... Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yep. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Why is it written like that? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? I totally blundered that sentence. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I'm not gonna comment on that. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I it might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Ooh, do her and Natsuki have beef? Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Oh, that's sad. Which itself was kind of funny. Oh, that's sad. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, that's why it's sad. Ghost under the light. The trundles of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I like that. I bathe the calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I actually kind of like that. That's cool. I like that the imagery of the two different kind of lights, one in amber and one is sickly blue-green, like infection. That's cool. ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, my chicken scratching. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I was savoring it, okay? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I should have made tea. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Tess. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. What are you trying to tell me, Yuri? What do you tell me about yourself? And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Hey. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tess. Aww, that's cute. Me too. I think we're clicking with Yuri. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Sayori. Because she was the other one that I kind of picked some of hers that she liked. ... This is a good poem, Tess. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? There's nothing wrong with guys writing poems, just letting you know. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Aw. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tess. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Yeah, no, she don't. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Yeah, I'm starting to catch, I think, like the way she's so concerned about everybody else being happy. I think this is a mask she's wearing here. I think we're gonna find stuff out about Sayori. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not mad. I want breakfast! Oh, now I'm hungry, damn it. Pancakes sound really good right now. Maybe some midnight pancakes. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. It was kind of cute. I liked it. It wasn't like super cutesy, but it was nice. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. My stomach just growled. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Agreed. I get all cranky. Same. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. That was random. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I didn't like that Monica comment was weird. I'm gonna save her for last just for that. Let's go to Natsuki. ... Tess, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to leave that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. They'll start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. ... Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Ooh. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. No, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, not my type, but okay. I think I get it, though. Like, this last line, people can try, but that's about it. Like, and the line is a little flat, so... Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Don't put words in my mouth. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Okay, that's fair. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. That's true. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, so that was okay. I did catch on that. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Okay, just to clarify, there was also a warning before I started recording saying that they were all over 18. I'm not sure how much I believe that, but just for the sake of the story, we're going to say they're over 18, because otherwise that would be really fucking weird. That'd be wrong. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. I do. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi, Tess. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Okay. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I hate doing that laugh. Don't worry, Tess. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of berry that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Tess. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Were you? It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. True. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yeah, got it. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Okay, so if I would have got after Sayori, happy and sad, direct, to the point. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm certain Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. It's kind of the point of the game, isn't it? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Okay. Are you wearing a mask too? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, that's interesting. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Jim! We're gonna hurry and finish this up. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after one is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That is true. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Oh, that was the wrong thing to say. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. I kind of missed it there, Yuri. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Tess did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Oh god, here we go. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Oh, we're starting to get a little tense. Which I haven't yet. Ooh. And Tess liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Here we go. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tess appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly useful. Oh, God. Is everyone okay? No. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booze... What? I wasn't the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tess started showing up. Woo! Shots are fired. Oh my god. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, from both of them. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tess, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tess. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tess? Well? You can make me pick. How'd I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... I like Yuri, but I don't quite want to pick... But I don't want to drag Sayori into this. Isn't her... Oh, God. I don't know. I want to see what Sayori says. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, dying up on any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri... ... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. ... Sayori! Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. Well, that's a cop-out. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Tess? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Oh, God. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful! Oh, God. ... Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Oh, I don't like that. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her more. Am I gonna unlock her now? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Tess, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Okay. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Tess, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not into enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Because I'm here. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Well, that's a strong word. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Tess, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. That's a word of mine. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Alright guys, I am going to call it quits for this episode. Again, thank you for joining me on this. This is getting interesting. I'm getting little red herrings. I haven't seen anything horror yet, but these characters are interesting. I will say that. So we will get back to this soon. And thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to miss the next episode, YouTube like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye.